Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you shopping for a single family home? Well, don't buy one before you watch this video. This is 4 reasons why you should consider a duplex over a single family home. This is Alex Hermosillo. I'm an Orange County local real estate agent, and today I just want to cover 4 reasons why you should, if you're in the market for a home, consider a duplex over a single family residence. First off, reason number 1 here has to do with your stream of income. The convenient thing about a duplex is that you're able to rent that puppy out immediately after you buy it. A duplex consists of 2 units, right? And what that gives you the ability to do is live in one unit while renting out the other unit. So on the contrary here, if you're looking at a single family home, typically speaking, in order to be able to rent those out, people add additional dwelling units, otherwise known as an ADU. Well, the thing about that is that if you don't know the right people, or you can't build it yourself, well, it's going to cost you, upwards of $100,000 to $150,000 to build one of those. So imagine having to shell out a pocket after you buy a home that much cash to build something like that. Not exactly convenient, right? But on the other hand, the duplex, ready to rock and roll right away. As far as figures go, in Orange County, it's obviously going to depend on your condition and location of the home. However, you can count on $2,500 to $3,500 a month coming in from rent. Imagine being able to offset your mortgage by $3,500 a month. Think that helps? I think it would. So anyway, that's an additional benefit. Regardless, you're going to be able to count on that extra income coming in with a duplex. That's an option that you're not always going to have with a single family home. And imagine having to rent out rooms in the same home that you live in. Reason number 2 why you should consider buying a duplex has to do with the potential to add an additional dwelling unit to the duplex itself. So if you're able to confirm with the city that the zoning allows for it, which you can go ahead and do after, and this is just food for thought, but let's just say a few years down the road, after you've been collecting rent, being able to save up a little bit, let's just say at this point in time you have some extra cash. Well, now maybe you build an ADU and attach it to the duplex. So now instead of 2 units on the property, you have 3 units on the property. What does that mean? Well, it means a second additional source of income coming in. So you already had one stream of income from the first unit that you're renting. Now you have another unit to rent. That's smarter, not harder. That's making your money work for you. Reason number 3 has to do with the idea of a retirement. So you've all heard the saying, it's never good to have all your eggs in one basket. Well, the same goes for your retirement. You never want to count on one source of income for your retirement. You never just want to count on Social Security alone. That just seems like a bad idea. You never just want to count on 401k by itself. Why? Because the stock market crashes, right? I mean, these things do happen. But you have a duplex on the other hand, well, that's a different story. And that's a little bit safer. Why? Because they don't make any more land. I mean, land, it ain't going anywhere, and they're not making any more of it. Home prices ain't ever going to come down. So with that said, this is one of those assets that you can have in your portfolio for generations to come. I mean, you can keep this thing like long after you're dead, and you can give it to your kids, and then from there, your kids can give it to their kids once they have kids, and it can just be passed on over and over. It's a very beautiful thing to be able to have this generational wealth that's completely passive. It's not active income where you have to go out and work for the money. It literally is just cash flowing every month without you having to do anything but have it rented out, right? It really is a beautiful thing. It can be a passive cash cow for years to come. And in that sense, I think that it should be something worth thinking about in terms of your retirement. Lastly, guys, reason number 4 here has to do with renovation and the value that you get out of it. So I want you to consider this. You have a single family home, you put in a ton of work to it, and you just make it beautiful. Well, here's the thing. If you're not renting it out and you're living in it, yes, your value may increase, but guess what? You're not going to actually realize or take home the cash from those upgrades until you sell the home years down the line. Now, I want you to consider fixing up a duplex that's a rental. Well, all of a sudden, any upgrades that you made to the home, you start to reap those benefits ASAP. Why? Because if you have a nicer place, you can rent it out. Nicer places rent for more money, right? So with that said, you can immediately start renting it out charge higher rent, and voila, you have a return on your investment ASAP by doing these upgrades and not having to wait 30 years to sell your home to get the value of whatever you did to your house, right? This is instantly being able to charge more for rent. Big incentive for fixing up your duplex, right? So that's it, guys. That's the 4 reasons why if you're in the market for your first home, you should at least consider a duplex. Here's what I will say though, is that it's not going to be for everybody, right? Some people do have families, some people do have pets, and if you want your family to be able to run around and play, obviously like a multi-unit or a duplex may not be an ideal setting. And you know what? Like, that's totally cool. Like either way, if you can't decide, or if you're like in the middle, like what do I get, a single family or a duplex, reach out to me. I would love to be able to kind of sit down with you and just kind of maybe offer you some guidance by, basically touching on, your wants versus your specific needs and kind of weighing out which one is more important, right? And overall, just helping you make the right choice for yourself. Overall, I just want to let you know that like I'm a super easygoing, honest agent, and I believe in doing what's right for you. So like I'm never gonna steer you in the wrong direction for my own benefit. Like what makes you happy makes me happy. It's very simple. So with that said, don't be a stranger. Reach out to me. Let's go shopping this year. It'll be fun. Even if you're not ready, let's get an idea of where you're at. Let's get you a game plan. Let's make it a great year. Let's go make some money. Let's build some generational wealth. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.